What's up, people? Live right now, shooting the shit. So we'll see who comes in here. I'm gonna go sit outside in a second. Got one person in there, so at least one person will talk to me. And yeah, I'm back using the StreamYard app because it's a new month and I got some new allotted time. Let me go find a shady spot. It's freaking hot out here, but it's not too bad. So you guys could listen to the fat guy. What's up, Mel? Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining. I don't have a subject except if you guys want to talk about the Keystone Clash, that's great. If you want to talk about plants, that's great. If you want to talk about stuff that we keep as far as fish wise, that's great. Um, but other than that, I don't have no subject. There's just, I looked at the schedule, nobody was live, so we're going to fill a gap. What's up, Mark? So, anyways, that's all I do. Just fill the gap. Does Pipto convert? Um, yeah, it is it's both an immersed grown and um, a, a submerged grown plant. So yes, it's more like um, what you call it. It's more like a boost. So the one looks like it is, and the other's one of the whatever. Sorry, To. T looks like it is, and the other is Foing Fantastic. Okay, just trying to read your script, but yeah, doing okay. Yeah, no, it will grow submerged. So at least from what I'm told. Bogdana, what's up, Dana? Thanks for joining. Did I say it right? Bogdana. So Mel says I know bad typing. Don't worry about it. I can't type very well. Plus, I can't spell very well. So that's a bad combination. So if you chat with me um, online and then just through chat, you'll know I'm an idiot. But here's what it is. Jenna P, thanks for hanging out. So, um, you did. Bogdana. I said it right. Cool. Hanging out. The wife is in South Carolina visiting the daughter. Why didn't you go, Tom? I think I'd much rather be. What's up, Skitty? Tom, I think I'd much rather be in South Carolina than Pennsylvania where you're at. But um, I don't know. What's up, Silver Creek? So I got 9 people. Yeah, doing all right. Um, Sunday late afternoon here in upstate New York. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I'm sitting in the shade because it's kind of warm. I don't know what the air temperature is, but it's not like extremely hot. But you still, Skipper, what's happening? You still need to sit in the shade when you're an albino. So um, that's what I'm doing right now. I can flip the camera if you guys want to see. Again, I'm sitting outside, so let's hold on because I'm stupid. Settings, camera. Hold on. want to flip it. I don't know how to flip it because I've been using the YouTube app for a while. So, oh, here we go. Front camera, back camera. There we go. And now I want to go back to what an idiot. There we go. There we go. Just give me a second, people. I ain't too tech savvy. So just scrolling chat. I do like the StreamYard um, app much better because I can keep up with chat easier. So with the YouTube app, it's free. And this one's free too because I'm using the free one. But this one here, I could like keep up with the chat. Have to watch the. Oh, Alishan says he has to watch the dog and the temperature. So understand, Tom. Mel says she thinks some American sponge plant snuck in with the giant water lettuce. Uh, Mel, you have to send me a picture and to let me know what you got because it's pretty easy to recognize. This right here is American sponge plant. This is water hyacinth. If you got American sponge plant growing indoors, you're doing something right. That's American sponge plant right there. And I'll show you something that's growing like really nice. Hold on. But American sponge, shoot out the runners. One plant, going to the next plant, and then starting a new one here. So that's all American sponge. Here's an. This is actually all one plant. So you can see it. It's going around there. All you gotta do is just clip those off, and you got a bunch of individual plants. What's up, Dave? And let's see. I do have some sponge in here also, Mel. So that's a sponge plant there. Hold on. I think okay. No tubs for me, unfortunately. Mel says next year, Mel. And yeah, send me pics. Send me pics, and then I'll try to help you identify it. Not guaranteed on me helping you identify it, but I could try. Alishan says he gave about 30 water hyacinths to Q for her turtles. On with flowers hyacinth this year, Tom, I haven't gotten any. I have a bunch. You can see this is all water hyacinth here with zero flowers. Nothing this year. I've gotten them a bunch of times in previous years, but this year, nothing. But oh well. I think this tub here actually has a leak because we've had a crap load of rain, and then this tub is like about 8 inches lower than it should be. Because you could look over here, these ones are about capped out, all the way up to their overflow hole. Same way with those. They're right at their overflow hole. But this one, I must have a slow leak, and it must be on the backside because there's a whole bunch of bushes back here, and I'm not digging in there. I have this tub overhanging the deck just a tiny bit, so it might be leaking out of the bung on that side. What's up, fishfam.link? Thanks for joining. Let me get to the sun. But yeah, let's look. We can see. Well, it's not wet down there, so maybe it's not leaking. I don't know. Maybe this one isn't catching all the rain. Honestly, I don't know, but it's a lot lower than it should be. This one here looks low. I got this tub used from my buddy Tommy, and he drilled some holes like way lower than he probably should have. So I never capped the holes. But anyways, that's my story on that. What's up, Whip? What you got in any way of hardy lilies? Oh, Whip, I got over here. If you check my YouTube channel, I posted a picture of this hardy lily actually the other day. It had bloomed for us. This is peaches and cream. This one, hold on. So I'm not gonna tell you I don't have any. This one is spider. This one is lemon chiffon. I sold that one, and got one in here too. And I forget which one it is. But you see the pads. I have the tag. Dick, I said dick. Oops. If I dig down in there, I have the tag of what this hardy lily is. So yeah, I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5. Whip. I got 5, and they're all for sale. If I don't sell them, I'm just gonna overwinter them, and I'll have them next year. No big deal. Or I might bring them down to the Norwalk Aquarium Society auction in Connecticut. What's up, Stephen P? And are flowering nonstop almost daily. Um, I'm assuming you're talking about your hyacinth, maybe your lilies. Whip says, "Sell me the best one." Whip, they're all good. So I know the. I'll just tell you the colors. What's up, Bogdana again? Whip, the red spider is a lighter red color. The carnea is like a cream color. The peaches and cream is it's actually a peach color, but it's on light on the peach. So you got carnea, which is a cream, peaches and cream, which is a light peach color, and then the red spider, which is a lighter reddish color. Bogdana says, I spent 15 minutes moving pygmy quarries and their babies from a guppy tank to separate one. Oh, yeah, catching fish. Catching. Some people wonder why I don't like sell more fish than I do. Um, Probably the main reason is I hate catching them. Catching fish sucks. When I go to club auctions, I bring a lot of plants. Plants don't run and hide from you. Um, but I typically don't bring a lot of fish just because I hate trying to net them and bag them and catch them. So you can hear the kids in the background. There's some neighbors with some backyard pools. So yeah, I don't live in a war zone. It just sounds like it with the kids. Alishan, what species did I register at the Clash? Um, off the top of my head, Alishan, I did one, two. I think I did 5 species of Gadeids. I did one very rare species of like a West African, East African mouth brooding cichlid, and I did some snails. So if you guys want to try to challenge me, oh, and I did some native killifish. So if you guys are looking to challenge me, bring it, because you're not gonna win the Gadaid class, and you're not gonna win. Um, you're not gonna win the native killifish. I already got those locked down. So if you guys want to talk smack bigger than me, go ahead and bring it. Bring it. Let's see what you got, because you're not gonna win. But still, the club's gonna get your $5 for your entry. The snails, who knows? We'll see. We'll see if I can challenge for the snail category. But I think I got some that will rival whatever anybody else brings, or else I want to enter them. I'm not gonna enter anything that I might not win. So bring it. Put your $5 in and bring it. That's all I can say. I ain't gonna beat my buddy Lisa Hober for like all around. She brings in a bunch of really beautiful cichlids. I don't keep those fish, so um, I'm not gonna win the glamour category of like big beautiful fish, but I will win the categories that I put my fish in. So Jenna P, I did not. I didn't even know there was a plant category. Um, so no, I didn't. What's up, Foxy? It is a native category for or killie category. Alishan, it's a native killie. So um, they're actually, if people like dig deep into the killifish category, there's more than just the American flagfish in the United States. So there's other killifish that um, are native to the United States. So it's the native killifish category. And back to Jenna again. No, I didn't register any plants. They don't have like pond plants. I could register this one. Man, if I was able to bring this one, it's not gonna fit no tank though. But that's the Canna Cleopatra that I guys showed you guys online. That one would probably at least place. But I don't think they have category for that. So they have aquatic plants, which I'm assuming are submerged ground. Alishan says he'll be at Super Cichlids on Saturday. Tom, when you see Martin and Lisa, just tell them I said hi. So Super Cichlids is a great store, and I actually never been down there. I was supposed to go with Mike, um, like a long time ago. Not like long time ago, because they haven't been open like a long time, but they've been open for a couple years now. But I was supposed to go with Mike a while back, and I never did. And it's about I'm thinking one way it's about 5 or 6 hours for me, like closer to 6. So I just never made it down there yet. But I will. Martin and Lisa are good friends of mine, and I would like to go down there, hang out one day. I did tell Martin, I was like, I'll come down, hang out, and I'll work in the store, free labor for a day, just to shoot the shit. So I could do that. No big deal. I've known those guys for a long time. Great people, friends of mine actually. We we're in the business together, but we're not competitors. We're friends. So 15 people. If you guys haven't hit the like button, do me a favor, hit the like. It helps the channel. And if you haven't subbed, we keep our channel. I was actually bitching at Matt the other day about this, so you could hear my little rant on this. A lot of the smaller channels have closed their channels to outside people, so you have to be a sub only in order to comment in chat. That goes against what and everybody has their own view, but my view is have your channel open for chat for everybody. Um, just the way I look at it. So if you have a small channel and you close your chat for subscribers only, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. That's just my view. You guys can argue to your case right here if you want and tell me your view, and it's all good because opinions are like assholes and they all stink. So, um, Alishan says, "Come on down." Alishan, I would like to, but I don't know if I have time. Alishan, I spent this Saturday, yesterday, with the Pioneer Valley Aquarium Society. They had their club. They had their club picnic at our friend Mike McKinney's house, which was actually not too far from me. Pioneer Valley meets in Chicopee, Massachusetts, but they had their club meeting at Mike's house, which was in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, which is like actually not far from me. So I just drove over like just a little over an hour. Sorry, I burped. But anyways, so that's where I hung out yesterday. And let me see what Jen says because we got some input. She says sometimes just setting it for subs only prevents spam bots with inappropriate links from entering chat. Jenna, I never have that problem. And if I do, uh, I have you guys that are mods that just delete it. So to me, this is like again my view, Jenna. Um, this is my view. I don't close chat to non-subscribers. I I would hope people would sub to my channel and want to sub and you know mingle with the folks in chat. But if they don't want to sub, I don't close it to them. That's just my view. So I can see both sides of it. Um, I know Matt and I talked, and sometimes, and I'm not gonna tell you what Matt and I talk about, but I will say that I'm pretty like open with Matt, and I say a lot of foul language. So I try not to put that on my channel here, but in private, I just tell you 100% what I'll think. Um, and and Jenna, you and I chatted before about certain things before, and then I'm like purely honest with what comes out of my head, and sometimes what comes out of my head is not appropriate for all ages. But anyways, that's what I got on that. And then I know Whip sent something here. He said I would never do that sub only thing, not unless I start getting trolls. Exactly. Um, Whip, that's where I'm at. So you and I are on the same thought line. So and I don't strong arm anybody, and I don't. Well, another thing, I tell you guys straight up, don't feel bad if I'm not a member of your channel. So if you have a channel and you're you know made it to the point where you can monetize your channel and have membership, great. 100%. That's great. But if you hold it against me because I do not pay for membership on your channel, well, that's your problem because I do not pay for membership on anybody's channel. And I have close friends that have memberships on their channels, and I won't pay for the membership. And I'm not telling you to gift me one, but I am not going to pay for a membership on anybody's channel. Doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. That's just something that I put down as something I'm not going to do. But again, if you have memberships on your channel, if your channel's big enough and you're monetized and that's what you feel like doing, 100% do it if that's what you want to do. So, all right, let me get back to chat. Alishan says Mike was on New Jersey Aquarium Society member for years ago. Okay. And Whip just reiterated what I was talking about. So Quanta 87, no problem with subs getting perks, but limited chat can send a signal that a business doesn't care about the potential customers. That's, if I say it right, Sakwa 87. Um, I'm a business, yeah, and I do YouTube for fun, but I also do YouTube as a tool. But I don't have my channel closed. It's not closed. You don't have to sub to interact on chat. And Dave says spammers haven't been a big deal lately, but for a while they were bad. Dave, as long as you have, the way I look at it, as long as you have good mods on your channel, um, then you don't have no issue. So, and just Keith, don't corrupt Matt. He's too innocent for that kind of language. Oh, yeah. I think Jenna P. I think Matt may have taught me a couple good words too. So we just sometimes we bounce words off each other to see. Hey, have you heard this one yet? Hey, have you heard that one yet? So we try to fine tune our vocabulary. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Uh-huh. So that's what I got to say about that. But let's get back to something in the water. So I know I just showed these the other day, and what's cool about these? This is the brain fart here. This is the giant sensitive fern, but I just bought these as stems. So these are just pieces that I bought. What I had on the website earlier were potted plants, so they were potted in some soil and then sent to me. And then they sold out of those, and then all they had was clippings. But just to let you guys know, if you take a clipping off a giant sensitive fern and you chuck it in your tub, it's gonna grow. You could see, I'm gonna show you real close. If you could see, I don't know if you can focus here, but you're getting a bunch of these um, little willies off of here. So that's all root growth coming off of the stem. Really cool. So what I'm telling you, if you got a neighbor that has a pond, or you got a buddy that has a pond that has these, or you go to a nursery that have these, um, ask them for a clipping. Just cut a clipping off. That's all you need. You don't need any roots. So they grow fine from a clipping. And they just been sitting out here floating in this tub here that I'm chilling at right now. And they're actually doing really well. I got another one over there that the fat guy can't reach, but it's on the other side. This is this is my big ass tub. This is big ass. This is a 300-gallon tub. Um, I might do some video in this tub by actually putting a mask and snorkel on and sitting in here and do some footage. I might. Haven't done it yet, but I might because it's big enough and it's been hot enough where I could actually get my fat ass in here and just sit and do some underwater videos sitting in here with a mask and snorkel. So, thinking about it, just haven't done it yet. Also, been thinking about just just something to do for YouTube, but I've been thinking about getting it anyways. But filming it, um, I might I might get a tat with the. If you guys know what my logo is, y'all should. If you know me long enough, you know what my logo is. I might get that tat from a fellow Fish Fan member that does tats. We were talking about it, so I might get it. And I told him if I do it, to let's film it, so we can do a live on that, and you guys can see me cry. Not sure though. We'll see. Oh, I did lose you guys for a while. Well, I'm back. So hold on. Oh, I got 21 people here now. The shit. I was just talking and the chat stopped. I was at 13 people. So let me scroll up, people. So okay, Jenna said, "Don't corrupt Matt." Whip said, "Laugh out loud." Steven says, "How dare you expose poor Matt to foul language?" Yeah, yeah. Pussy Willow is a plan, I swear. I wish I can give multiple likes. Thanks, Mel. Fish Dreams, hello. Alishan says, "Sensitive Fern, don't curse at it." Hello, Miss Patty. There used to be a guy who would come on live streams naked and he had a tic tac. Patty, that was me. I'm joking. So, Bogdana, what fish do you have in that big tub? Bogdana, I have in this big tub. I have. Let me turn the camera around again, because I'm just a fat country bumpkin. You guys don't want to see me, so hold on a minute, because I forget. Hold on. We're gonna switch the camera back to back camera. We're gonna flip it sideways, and um, and let me get back to your comment, Donna. Hold on. Okay, Bogdanas asked me what fish I have in this tub. These are Zizophrus nezicoyotl. So if I say that right, I butcher it. These are Nezi swords in here. So they're a wild type swordfish or swordtail out of the mountains of Mexico. And Patty says, "Hi, Whip. Don't be a size queen." Matt says, "Bridget, hello." Matt said, "I'm going to let him do the tattoo." Um, Matt, if you know how to do them and you want to come out to New York, let's do it. Oh, snap. I want a fish tattoo. Fish Dreams. I would be getting, if I get it, I'm going to get the KJE logo. So, nothing fancy. And then Jenna P wants to know if Matt is offering tattoos at the Clash. Patty, Patty, you should get the KJE logo. Do that. And then Matt says you can do what you want on his behalf. Matt, I would love for you to come. What's up, Terry? Lake to Land, hello. And what's up, Matt Corson? And Whip says, so I'm on your site, and the hardy lilies are listed as hardy lilies, assorted colors. If I tell you what I want, the red spider, you'll remember? Yes, sir. Whip, I will pull the red spider, and um, I'll even email you a picture of the tag, because I know for a fact, Whip, that I'm just bringing you over to it. There's only one lily in this tub. There's one lily in here. So it's going to be bare rooted. So you're going to get the rhizome in the leaves. This one is red spider. I know for a fact that is. So if you place an order for a hardy lily, it's coming. It'll be this exact one right here. This one is lemon chiffon. Almost positive. This one is gone. This one I forget. So you're not getting that one. And I know for a fact that these two over here, this is peaches and cream. And then this one is carnea. So I will pull your lily from the red spider pot, the red spider tub. Because I only, Whip, I only stock lilies as assorted because I don't order them assorted. I actually order variants. But there is so many variants of hardy water lily, also tropical lilies, that I don't have room to stock them all. But I like to bring in certain colors, and then I just have them and sell them. If they don't sell for that season, I just overwinter them and I put them back out and sell them next year. But I maintain what variant they are. So again, I order them as specific species. They come with a tag, with a little name tag, and I keep it with the plant, and then I sell that plant as, and I sell it 9 times out of 10. I'll write on the packing slip, assorted lily variant red spider. So you'll see what they got, because keeping keeping lilies, if you plan on trading them, it's kind of important, kind of like what G'day is. It's kind of important to know what you got, if that makes sense. So if you plan on trading them, so if you plan on just keeping it in your tub or your pond or whatever, and you don't give a shit, it really don't matter. But if you ever want to, divide the plant and share it at your local fish club, it's kind of nice if you know what it is, and it's kind of nice if the buyer knows what they're getting, because there's like so many. So let me go back up in chat. Matt, hold on. Matt's throwing up the clash info. All right. When is the clash? All right. Matt put it up. No, Jenna put it up. Jenna P says September 22nd through the 24th. Here is the website for the clash. I got neighbors that are like talking really loud, so forgive me. Lake to Land Aquatics. So excited for the clash. Hate to wish summer away, but September is going to be so much fun. Yeah, exactly. Lake to Land. I don't know where your 1020 is, but um, I love summertime too. But I am looking forward to the clash as well. Matt, you are my peaches and cream, buddy. Where in the South Oh, Latoya says we're in the South, averaging 100-degree temps, so I'm also kind of wishing summer away. Jenna, I used to well, I told you, Jenna, I used to live in South Alabama, so actually further south than you, honestly. But where you're at, like in the Baton Rouge area, you might actually get more heat than we got when I lived in South Alabama, because I lived right on the Gulf Coast, so you still got the breeze from the ocean. Um, how do you overwinter pond plants? Matt, that's kind of open-ended question. It all depends on the species of pond plants. Ted Coletti has an excellent book. You can find it, and please forgive me because I'm gonna say this very bad word that I don't like to use, but you can find Ted Coletti's book on Amazon. That word Amazon is a very bad word in my household, but well, coming out of my mouth. But Ted Coletti only has his book published by Amazon, so that's the only place you can buy it new. I forget the name of it. I have I have it. I'm sitting outside, but I forget the name of it. Maybe another mod can throw a link up for Ted's book. But Ted's book is excellent. It'll explain a lot about tubs on keeping tubs, and it'll explain about overwintering some of the plants. Whip said I should be getting a confirmation email any second. Whip, I will look for it when I get off of here. There we go. Alishan, if you could throw a link up. Alishan's good friends with Ted, and I want to say I'm friends with Ted. I don't know if he reciprocates, but Ted and I know each other. He's a really good guy, very knowledgeable, extremely knowledgeable, and again, he wrote a book on keeping tubs in the Northeast in your yard, and it's a really good book, and it's not expensive. I think it's under $15. I think it might be like $13.95 or something like that on Amazon. Um, it's not a hard read. It's not a big book. It's actually, a thin book. You could read it cover to cover, in one night. So, um, get it. It's cheap. Alishan says he thinks Ted is bringing copies to the Clash. So again, if you guys are coming to the Clash, Ted's going to be there. So there's going to be a lot of knowledge at the Keystone Clash. Um, so if you stop by the KJE table, you're just going to get stupid. But if you just hang around and talk to some of the other people, you might get smart. So smarter. What's up, Tim? Tim, the Crypt Keeper. So yeah, there you go. He put up the link, and let's see. So Tim is saying hello to everyone, and that's that's what I got about that. That's my story on that. So yeah, come to the Clash. There's gonna be some smart people there that you can pick their brains. There's gonna be some dummies that you can laugh at, for being just a dummy in the hobby. Um, and I meet that criteria. Jenna P says Ted is going to be doing a panel talk. He is. Um, I'm going to try to make that just so I can interject my nonsense and like bother the panel. But I know Kelly's going to be on there. Ted's going to be on there. And then I got my good friend Sue Harkey's going to be on there. So that's really good. A lot of good, smart people up there. So I'll try to make it just so I could like bother people. I'm just scrolling right now, people. And people are saying howdy. Okay. I think I'm caught up in chat. Peter, I don't know how to say that word, Jenna. Peter Nietzsche. Um, I don't know Peter, but if he's on the panel, then that means he's knows what he's talking about. So again, there's gonna be some good speakers. I'm not a huge fan of all the speakers at the Clash, but the like the pond plant, tub plant panel, um, that's gonna be cool. Some of the other speakers, some of you guys are gonna love them. Me, I'm just like and I just tell you my honest opinion. It's like and then some of the other ones are pretty good. I will tell you at the ACA Catfish Catechism, um, Chris Biggs was in charge of rounding up the speakers for that show, and Chris Biggs fucking knocked it out of the park. I will tell you that. So I was really impressed. But what sucked about that is I was working and I actually only caught one of the speakers, so I got to see Ivan McCulchie, and I've known Ivan from a previous engagement, and Ivan's a great dude. So I really found that a lot of fun. After the Keystone Clash, KJE is going to the OCA, the Ohio Cichlid Association, which is just south of Cleveland. We'll be there, and they got a pretty good lineup for speakers as well this year. So that's what I got to say. Oh, so Alisham says besides Ted and Kelly, Sue Harkey and Peter, I don't know how to say Pete's last name, Nietzsche. So extension agent brings a lot of load. Oh, okay. I know his face, Alishan. I know his face. But I don't know how to say his last name. Just like most people don't know how to say my last name. So one of those hard ones. Hold on. Hold on. Let me scroll. Uh, I like Jason Adams' style of speaking. I hate it when they speakers get too deep into the weeds, as it were. Exactly, Whip. I never listened to Jason before. I know who he is, but I haven't listened to one of his talks. Um, you got to keep it light. You got to keep it on the level of the way I look at it, and some might disagree. You got to keep it on the level of the everyday, Joe or Jane. You get deep into the science of it, or you delve too deep into the like scientific names are very important. Don't get me wrong, but if that's all you speak, if all you speak is science, it you'll have people falling asleep, guaranteed. So it's in Strongsville. Yes, Strongsville, Ohio, which is just south. No lie, it's like 20 minutes south of Cleveland, Foxy. Fish fam is blowing smoke up my ass, but I love it. I love that smoke, so keep blowing it. Who doesn't know how to say asshole? Uh, Liquid Zoo, I say more than asshole. I say words that make people cry. So, Whip says he keeps it light and doesn't try to talk over your head. If they start dropping scientific names after scientific names, the eyes will. Exactly. Whip, if you never. Well, if you come on my live stream right here, you're talking to a person. You're talking to some Joe that is a bucket of rocks, but I've been in the hobby for 40 plus years, been hardcore at it probably for the last 10, but off and on for 40. So I'm just going to talk to you like like I talk to anybody else. So I say bad words. I sound stupid sometimes, but I'm actually have experience. And I'm not like blowing smoke up my own ass. It's just experience counts um, for more or for as much, if not more, than book work. All right? That's the way I look at it. So yeah, it's the same way with people with college educations. Sure, you're smart, great. You paid a lot of money for that piece of paper. I got a college certificate also. I got an ass degree. All right. So if you know what an ass degree is, then you know I'm an ass. So I got a associates of applied science. I never furthered anything past that. I got my ass degree when I was like 42 or 44 years old, but I have just years of experience. And again, I'm not saying I'm smart because I'm not, but to me, a college degree doesn't mean that much. So if you're applying for a job, I honestly I don't that doesn't come to the forefront the way I look at it. So and I'm not dumping on any of you guys that went to college and spent money and time on your degree. That's great. Honestly, it's great. But in the real world, when shit goes down, it don't mean nothing. So what's up, Chevy? So hopefully I didn't hurt anybody's feelings that that went to college because I don't mean to. I'm not dumping on your college experience. I love college football, War Eagle. So if you know the term War Eagle, then you know where I'm coming from. So hold on, I see other people are talking. Alice Chan says, "Did Mike answer the ID of the fish that I posted?" He sure did, Alice Chan. It's on the Pioneer Valley Aquarium Society's club Facebook page. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it was a female fish, and then for a cichlid, and from for a cichlid that it's actually a fish that comes from Lake Malawi, but for a female, you know, Malawi cichlid Alishan, to me, she was just beautiful. She just had those spots, and she had that colorish, the yellowish coloring, and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful fish, because usually from that lake, all the males get the glory and the females don't. So I was like, damn, that's a beautiful female. So I was like, giving it a cat call. So, and I got 18 people here. That's pretty good. It's not bad for this dummy. And I've been on almost an hour. So, yeah. Hey, you guys want to do me a favor? You don't have to. I don't give a shit if you don't. But if you want to, um, sub the channel. If you don't sub, I don't care, but sub it and give me some watch hours. I need some watch hours. I have plenty of subs, honestly. I have, I think, over 1,250, I think, subs. So much appreciated, much love. But I have shit for watch hours. So I could use some watch hours. Again, that's all up to you. So Alishan says, I went to college in the Hamptons. Most fun summers I ever had. A lot of people, Alishan, go to college and have like the time of their life, and they learn about life. So those 4 years in college, they learn about life. I went to college in the United States Navy, so I used the 4 years, and I only did 4 years. I signed a 4-year contract. I fulfilled my contract. I got out on honorable discharge. That's what I did right out of high school. 5 days out of high school. 5 days I was in boot camp, and I was 17 years old. I had to have my mom sign a waiver because I was under 18. But my mom signed a waiver. I was in boot camp at 17 years old, and that was my college. So 4 years in the Navy was my college. Other kids went to wherever. You know, I graduated high school out in California, so all my friends, not all, but a lot of my friends, they were going to Berkeley. They were going to, different Cal State, Northridge, Cal State, Santa Barbara, Cal State, Santa Cruz. We had a couple that went to USC. Um, I forget where else, but it doesn't matter. I went to Cal State, US Navy. That's where I went. I honestly wish I would have stayed in too. If I would have stayed in, I would have retired at the age of 37 years old. I would have had 20 years. I would have had a pension at 37 years old. And I kick myself in the ass now. But when my 4 year contract was up, my 4 year degree was up, if you want to call it that, I was only 21 years old. When you're 21 years old, you know everything. Everything in the world is known to a 21-year-old. So that's my story on that. I keep I keep dropping the chat. So are you guys hearing me? You hear me even though I damn dropped the chat? So I seen Alishan. The last one I got was Alishan says he went to the Hamptons. Chevy Fish commented, every job wants the 4 year degree, whether you need it or that's. Oh, Patty, it's like super stupid. That right there is super stupid. I did, I did, just to let you know, I did my time in the Navy. I was in engineering, propulsion engineering. I was a boiler tech. So I did a lot of stuff that would qualify me for working in a power plant. But when I got out, I couldn't find any decent work that wanted to pay. Everybody wanted to give me a job as a security guard, and I said, "Fuck that." But then I moved to Alabama, and I had previous welding skills because that's what I did prior to the Navy, and so I leaned on that, and I did that from 1991 until I don't even know 2009, and then I took a job with the company that I was currently working at. They just had an internal promotion, and I became the occupational safety and health manager. And then I realized I didn't know shit, so I paid on my own to go back to school to learn that job, basically, and got my degree in occupational safety and health. So that's my story on that. But you don't need a college education to get far in life. I can guarantee you that. As long as you're willing to work hard and not be stupid. So, you know, learn what you can. Education is very important, but you don't need a college education to further yourself in life. And I'm not discounting anybody that has one. More power to you. I wish my kids would go to college, but I will tell you it's not a requirement. So, and again, let me flip this. You guys don't want to see fat, so don't want to see fat, so Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Keith has been around. Yeah. I'm not, hold on. Hold on. I gotta get back to chat. I missed a lot of chat, people. So, Whip said most people looking for employees with degrees aren't even looking at what you went to school for. 100% right. Whip, well, it was funny when I was in the Navy, I was just enlisted. Um, we had officers that, commissioned officers that came in. They got a commission just because they had a 4 year degree, and it wasn't even in any. They would get like stuck on the boat. My division officer, Officer Lowe, his degree was like it was in some vocation, not vocational, but liberal arts. It was some kind of liberal arts like gayness, and when he first got assigned to my division, he took a tour of the different work areas. He came down, introduced himself. Really cool guy, just a couple years older than me at the time, and he came down and he asked a lot of good questions and finding out how the equipment worked where I was working at, and really cool guy. And all he said, you know, was like, it's good to meet you, and thanks for telling me what you do and how it works. And he says if you stay out of trouble, we'll work together fine. He says if you don't get in trouble, we won't get in trouble, and that's the way So he'll look out for me, I'll look out for him. That's how it worked, and it was a good relationship. Um, for the time he was my division officer, it worked out like really good. So, but that's my story on that. So, Dad was a Navy man in World War II. Two nephews were Navy. Both were in Iraq. One retired as a chief petty officer. Well, I I honor those guys. So, your dad and your nephews, hoorah, for real. Alishan, I have a buddy of mine. We were in at the same time. He just retired probably 3, 4 years ago. So Charlie Bowers and I have so many funny stories back when we were, 18, 19, 20 years old, 21 years old. We got some funny ass stories, but he retired as a chief warrant officer. I forget what number, but he was a chief warrant officer, whatever, the highest you can go. And he stayed in like 40 years. So much respect. Hey, other than tilapia, what are other cichlids that tilapia? Well, they are a cichlid, so I'll take that back. I was gonna say they're not a cichlid, but they are. Exploded in Florida. I know they're there. The jewel cichlid, I know whips, and then there's a couple species of jewels, but the jewels are there. Some of your South Americans, so your Midas, your Jaguars, not South Americans, Centrals. So you got, I think there's a Maya cichlid. Alishan will know more than me, Whip. So ask Alishan. But I know jaguars are really bad in South Florida around Homestead and Miami. Um, the Midas, uh, peacock bass. Peacock bass are a really problem. Um, um, Crypt Keeper says the fish show registration's open at the Clash. And just to let you know, Tim, I already put in 9 entries. I already entered 9. Liquid Zoo says something weird may be said by fishfam.link. Just ignore it. It's probably going to say Keith has a little wiener, but that might be true. So, might not be weird. might be speaking the truth. So, Aquatic Nest, hello. Oh, Alishan, I did. I did. Very cool. So, if you guys don't know, I was a member of the crew on the USS Midway from 1987 to 1991. So, Alishan's nephew um, did his retirement ceremony on the ship that I worked on for those 4 years, which is pretty cool. The USS Midway is now a um, what you call it? It's now a museum in San Diego. So if you guys ever want to check it out, um, if you're in Southern California, or if you ever visit Southern California, go check out the USS Midway. It's it's an impressive museum, and you could you could see where I worked, do what I called home for 4 years. I love that ship. I want to go, Alishan. I want to go, but I don't want to be guided by some fucking retarded tour guide. I want to take my kids, and I just want to go. And I don't know if they'll let me, and I think I might get in trouble because I'll ditch the tour guide. So yeah, Maya and Cichlid, they're there. I don't know much about them, Whip, but they're there. Anyways, guys, my phone is getting ready to die. I just got a notice saying I got low battery, and I'm sitting outside, so I don't have a way to charge it. Um, I've been on for a little over an hour and 7 minutes, and I have to say the vendor info at the Clash website is pretty good. Patty, you know who the number one vendor is. I hope so. The fat kid right now, the number one vendor right now, is actually speaking. So, oh, before I go, again, I'm just gonna reiterate this. If you guys go to the Clash and you come by KJE's table and you buy anything, you're gonna get a raffle ticket. All right, you're gonna get a raffle ticket. That raffle ticket is gonna be good for the box of botanicals that is on display. We're gonna have a huge amount of botanicals for sale, but we're gonna have a box to display that you guys can interact with. You could touchy feely and ask questions what's in that box. So you could pick them up, touch them, do whatever. Just don't do nothing that's illegal with my botanicals. But I'll allow you to touch my botanicals. So, anyways, buy something, get a raffle ticket. If you pay cash, you're going to get 2 raffle tickets per purchase. So buy something at 8 o'clock in the morning, come back at 9, buy something else, come back at 10, buy something else. Each time you come back to buy something from me, you're going to get a raffle ticket. Pay cash, you're going to get 2 raffle tickets per purchase. That's going to enter you into the drawing to win that box of botanicals. Plus, with that box of botanicals, is going to give you your choice of 150, 175 gram jar of Dr. Basilier. Your choice of pellet size and formula minus the baby nano. The baby nano is not included, just to let you know. There's a huge price difference on the baby nano compared to everything else, so you can't swindle me out of that. But you'll have your choice of pellet size and formula along with the box of botanicals. So it's a pretty good value just for buying something from me. Okay? That's my story on that. Okay. Did you see my map? Nope, I didn't see it. Do you have a pond? Do you do plants? I need an angel wings plant. I don't know what that is, Whip. So no, I have other pond plants, yeah, but I don't know what that one is. Sorry. If you want to see what's available real quick, Whip, I have I have pickerel. I have some blue flag iris. I have small African sunset. Excuse me. I have crystal ball pennywort. I have a little bit of bloody dock left. Let's see. I have Taro Mojito. This is Taro Mojito. I have a bunch of floaters, so I have water hyacinth and whatnot, as long as it's legal in your state. And I have Salvinia minima, which is here. That's Salvinia minima. And then this is American sponge plant. So that's what I got. Most everything else is I sold out or I'm not selling it. So with that, um, oh yeah. Also, yeah, if you guys pay cash, again, you're gonna get two tickets, two raffle tickets with your purchase. And as Patty said, if you pay cash, I'm gonna give you a discount on the sticker price that the stuff is marked for. So you'll get a better price. Plus, you're not gonna pay tax. All right. You're also obviously not gonna pay shipping because you're picking it up, but you're not gonna pay tax. You're gonna get a cash discount. Plus, you're gonna get two tickets for the raffle per cash purchase. So yes, I do like cash. So thank you for mentioning that, Patty, and reminding me. But what's this cash you speak of? It's it has like some presidents on it, Whip. It's a piece of paper and it has some dead presidents on it, and that's what I like. So all right, gotta go, folks. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And if I cut into anybody else's time, forgive me. It's a free world. This is America, and it's all good. Nobody was live at the time, so I just did a pop up. And if I hurt feelings, so what? If I didn't, so what? Don't care. See you guys at the Clash, and I'm sure I'll go live or do something else beforehand. So, anyways, peace out, people.